Welcome to art. Today we are going to be drawing a Keith Haring inspired artwork. So in front of you, you'll find a Roll a Masterpiece page to reference. You'll need your dice and your 2 pieces of paper. Make sure you write your name on the back of these so you do not lose them. First thing we're going to do is roll for the head. And I got a 6, so I'm going to go ahead and draw that one. So 6 is the dog head right here. And I'm going to draw it at the top of my paper because this is the head, so you want to make sure you leave yourself room for the rest of the body later. I'm going to just start with an ear and then kind of work my way around making this shape. Alright, so there is my head, and now we need to roll for the arms. And I got a 3, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one. Alright, there is my body. Now I need to roll for the legs. I have a 2, so we're going to be doing these. Now I'm going to roll to add something extra to my picture. 2 again. And then finally we're going to add a symbol next to him from this column here. 4. So we will be doing this kind of crazy face. We're going to put that over here. All right, so there's my first artwork. We are going to do this a second time on our other piece of paper. So again, let's roll for the head. I got a 5, so I'm going to go ahead and do this kind of crazy eye. Gonna roll for the upper body. Got a 3. Time for the legs. Got a 1. Time for my extra. Got a 4, so we're gonna add a heart. And then time to add my symbol to the side. I got a 1, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a little dog. Something to kind of finalize these drawings I want us to add is kind of like a background So if you don't get this option already, we're going to add that right now, just so we have something our characters are standing on. Those are our two drawings. Welcome to art, and we are going to be outlining and coloring in our drawings from last time. So first thing you want to do is outline everything in Sharpie. You want to make sure that you have your mat underneath to keep it from bleeding through onto the table. And one thing you want to remember is Keith Haring has very thick lined artwork, so we are going to kind of do the same idea. So we are going to outline everything really thick. Don't forget, you can always turn your paper to get a better angle on things. I think you guys kind of get the idea, so I'll be back once I've outlined everything. So I've completely outlined this one, looks great. I'm gonna do this one now, so we have to outline both of these. So I will be back once I've outlined this one. Now that I've finished both of these, you don't want to forget to take an eraser and kind of erase any of these pencil marks that are still visible, because once you start to color with marker, if you go over the pencil that's there, it'll be permanent. So let's erase that real quick. Be right back. Now that both of my drawings are outlined, all the pencil marks are erased, we are going to be coloring in our drawings. So Keith Haring used very bold and bright solid colors, so that's what we will be doing as well. So I am going to choose, I'll do red. I want to do red for the dog, my dog guy. So like I said, solid colors, so we're not going to make him rainbow and give him all kinds of symbols because he's already kind of crazy. So just going to use solid color. I'm doing nice coloring, going up and down, making sure that I'm not going over the lines. Not scribbling, leaving a ton of white space. And then I kind of want his eyes to be red too. Just kind of match with the theme here. Maybe he'll have a green tongue. And then I might even just outline the nose and the eyebrows. Now I need to color the kind of like the carpet down here and the background here. So I'm gonna do yellow for the wall in the background. You want to be careful if you get near Crayola with a Crayola marker because it can smear like that. Sharpie won't smear, but the Crayola will. The Crayola marker because it can smear like that. Sharpie won't smear, but the Crayola will. All right, so there is my wall, and then I'm gonna color the carpet down here. All right, so now that I've kind of showed you how to color these in, I'm going to color my other one in and then show you how to put this all together. Another thing I'd like to mention is you want these to both be very different color schemes. When we go to put these together into an gamograph, which is the 3D drawing version of it, you want it to be very obvious which one is which when you're viewing it from different angles. And if the color schemes are very similar, then they won't pop as much. So I'm going to be using like greens and purples, maybe more orange over here versus this side is different. So I'll be right back after I've colored that. Now that these are both colored, we're going to put them into our folder because we're going to turn them into a gamograph next time. Welcome to art. To finally finish up our art piece here, we have our 2 colored drawings and a new clean piece of paper. So first, of course, we want to write our name on this. And we're going to flip it over and we are going to be folding this. So first we're going to fold it in half, then in half again, then in half a third time. You want to make sure these are very even folds. Then when we turn it over, we are going to make sure that all the folds are kind of facing upwards. So we're going to crease these so that they want to be pointy upwards like that. This one is going down right now. We're going to make it go up. Folding this over. Now that our creases are like pointy like a zigzag, we're going to put those out to the side. And we also need to fold these. So we're going to fold them in half once. And then a second time. Do the same with this one. And now we need to cut these into strips, which seems kind of crazy, but it's what we're going to do. And you're going to want to make sure you go slow and careful because you want straight edges. There's that one. Let's do our other one. All right, now we are going to glue them onto this so that it is every other piece is a part of the different ones. So we have this piece, which is the front, and then we need the front of the other one, which is this one. And then we're going to do the next piece of the puzzle here. So the next piece would be this one. And then we have this one is this one. So we need the next piece. So he's going to go there. I'm going to kind of lay these out so I know where they go. That one goes there. Okay, then we are going to glue these down. So you want to make sure that you are covering this in glue as usual, all the edges, the entirety of the piece. And then we're going to line this up with the edge, glue it down. Same thing with this piece. And we're just going to keep going until we've glued all of our pieces down. All right, now I'm going to kind of refold this again, make sure it's all very squished together, kind of like an accordion. Now this isn't a gamma graph, it's where you can view the drawing from different angles. It's kind of crazy. So if you're standing on this side of the drawing, you'll see this one. And if you're standing on this side of the drawing, you'll see the other guy. And so that's our finished gamma graph.